The Laris region is home to the Pokemon League Challenge. Each gym offers a series of tests to discover the true potential of trainers and their partners. The Alluvia City Gym is where Karliah trains her team. And Bentley steps into the ring.
Mr. Woods. Mr. Bentley Woods. As you, CJ, Milo, and Phoebe sit in the darkly lit interior of the Alluvia City Gym. That big bouncer type guy who gave you all your little trainer ID cards says, "Who's first?" And Milo nervously goes, I'll go. And disappears behind a massive red door. About 10 minutes pass. He comes out shaking and nervous. And he's about to go, and the bouncer just claps a hand over his mouth. He says, "Who's next?" The little CJ goes, "I'll do it." He stands up with a little bit of swagger, kind of like wipes his mouth, walks in with this big bouncer guy. And Milo's just sitting like shaking, kind of rocking back and forth as the bouncer comes back into the room and just stares at him, make sure he doesn't speak. About 10 minutes pass. CJ emerges. And he's just like, big hand claps over the mouth. He goes, "Who's next?"
So I'll look over to Phoebe and then just volunteer and say, "All right, guess I'm up." I do have a question though.
What's your question?
So with the rules of making sure that we're not sharing rules of the gym or anything within the battle, are we allowed to share after all of us have taken the gym challenge?
As long as everybody involved is taking the gym challenge.
Okay, good to know. Until then, I will stay silent.
Very good. Follow me.
Yes, sir.
And he holds open this massive, like, red door. He leads you into just this enormous, dark lit chamber. The only light is the light that is behind you, and as the door shuts, you're left in darkness. And then one after another, big stadium lights start lighting up all the way down. It's a massive room. It's like hundreds of feet wide and long.
Okay.
And there's an old man. He's bald and he's got big Coke bottle glasses. He just says, "My name's Hank. I'll be your first challenger."
All right, Hank. Is this going to be a single or double battle?
Well, that's up to you. I need you to answer a question for me.
All right.
Are you fast, strong, or enduring?
Strong?
Very well.
That's probably the wrong answer.
You may use up to 3 of your Pokemon, but I will use the same amount.
All right. Let's do single battle.
Okay. This is pick your partner. I'll be using Doduo. And as he goes to throw out the Pokeball, you can see he's got a tattoo of a Dodrio on his right forearm. He just chucks it out.
All right. So I'll use this as Doduo.
Sure.
Third slot. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Bentley will send out Mortar.
All right. As Mortar hits the field, he's just rare and ready to go. Are you ready?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Right up, he's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
But so is Doduo with a 23 initiative roll.
Holy shenanigans. All right.
So Doduo closes the gap,
Chaw.
just takes off like a shot towards Mortar.
Okay.
He's gonna go for a drill peck. So each of the 2 heads just kind of start spiraling towards him.
Terrifying.
One of them is a natural 20. The other one is a 13.
Oh my god. Okay, well both hit.
Okay.
He hits with both heads?
He's with both heads.
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
We'll say the natural 20 is 4 damage, and the other one is 5. So you take 9 points of damage. He does, however, take 2 hits from Flame Body.
Okay. So the first flame body hit will take 3 damage.
Okay.
And the next one takes 1, so 4.
Very good. Very good indeed.
Jeez, it's terrifying.
As the heads are just drilling into Mortar, he's holding up his arms to shield, but the pecs are just getting through and still hitting him. But you can see they're like leaving off some steam on the Doduo beaks as they're kind of like recoiling after each hit.
Touche.
It's to you.
Alright, so Bentley yells to Mortar, Mortar, fire back with a Mach Punch. And he goes for that.
Very good.
18 plus
hits.
5 is 23.
That super hits.
Yeah, okay. So Mach Punch does 6 points of damage.
That's good.
And then it also moves me up in initiative.
It does. So you get to go again.
Okay, so then Mortar follows up the Mach Punch with an attempt at a Fire Punch.
Let's go.
10 is probably not going to hit.
10. You're close, but not quite.
Okay.
As he comes up with a quick Mach Punch into the gut, the Doduo kind of recoils a little bit. And as he's coming in for like a backhand with the Fire Punch, the Doduo is just already kind of moving out of the way. It's like, dang it. Incoming. 2 more peck attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 17 and an 8.
One of them hits.
That is 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay. Getting a little lucky there.
Yes, and your flame body.
Yep. Does 1 damage.
Fair trade.
1 for 1.
As the Doduo just leans in with one like quick peck, knowing that fire is waiting for it on the other side. So just like ow. The other head just like kind of
Just
recoils.
a
like
slight singe.
that. Yeah.
Alright, Mortar, try again for that Fire Punch. That is a 13.
13 hits.
Okay. 9.
9. It's a big hit.
Sir.
Okay. As Mortar, seeing his opportunity, just fires up the arm and just like claws first right into Doduo. You hear a little like squawk. He's very, very displeased with the amount of pain that he is in. He's gonna go in for 2 final pecks. See how he does. It's a 12 and a 17.
The 17 hits.
For 6 points of damage.
Oh, that one
You still
hit
up?
a nerve, yeah.
He's still up. Go ahead and roll your flame body.
Oh my god. 4. Let's go. Big hit for big hit.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! Oh gosh. Okay. Well, given that did the most points on a single hit, I think, because the previous high was 5, it would make sense that he would peck Mortar like right around his eyes, maybe like right between the eyes, and really like hit him badly. But then he just gears up and shoots out a flame out of his face and just puts the Doduo down.
Perfect. As the Doduo just starts like squealing and screaming as he falls unconscious and burning, Hank just goes, just recalls his Doduo. He goes, "You passed the first test, kid. Good job."
Alright, thank you. Great battle. Can't believe I won that, but here we are.
Sure thing. And then he pulls out a little bottle and he like hands it out to you. He goes, "Spray this on your buddy."
Spritz.
And Mortar is fully healed.
Okay, cool. Woo!
Nice and simple.
That's terrifying.
As Hank walks away with Doduo in tow, you see a teenage girl heading towards you. She's got long black hair and she's wearing a blue jumpsuit. And as she walks out, she goes, "I'm Christine. I'll be challenger number 2.
Alright, Christine, what kind of battle are we doing?
Well, you tell me. Are you fast or are you enduring?"
Fast?
All right. Are you fast on the ground or in the air?
In the air.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Right.
She looks at you and goes, "Bring him down." And she snaps her fingers, and 12 rings lower from the ceiling
Okay.
in like an agility course style. They're
Course.
all very much off the ground.
Gotcha.
She goes, "You'll be racing Gligger today.
Okay.
See how he does." Get out of your phone. I'm assuming you're using Evan.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, Mortar would have a heck of a time.
Yeah, I imagine Mortar would have a problem flying through rings.
Yes. Okay. So, for this,
Mm-hmm.
your goal is to get through more than half of the rings first. You
Okay.
just have to beat the Gligger. You can use as much flavor as you want to get through the rings. I don't mind. The Gligger, for example, can use its tail to kind of like swing around the rings and like give itself a little speed boost. If you want to have Evinrude do some stuff like that, I'm totally cool with it.
Okay.
Because there's no real actions in here. You're basically just dashing.
Okay.
You're covering a ton of ground regardless. Interesting thing to note, whoever is sort of struggling the most, because when you want to make like sharp turns and stuff, it'll be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
So if you start struggling, a Skarmory is going to be behind you, attacking whoever's in last.
Okay.
So if you're knocked out or you're beaten through more than half the rings, you'll fail the challenge.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess.
Let me grab the card. We'll go ahead and roll initiative and we'll get it going.
All right. I'll send out Evinrude. Tell him, remember Evinrude, just channel that race you had against Monty not long ago where you burned him around the tree and then dusted Ladybot? Let's do that again.
All right. Very good. Evinrude's looking like fired up. He looks like he's ready to go. So,
For now.
okay. So go ahead and roll initiative. So Gligger straight out of the gate. You can see the first ring is like maybe 5 feet off the ground to give them like a good start.
Okay.
As he takes off, he's going to see if he can do that acrobatics, swing his tail through the ring and launch himself up to the next target. Because he's more of a glider than a flyer.
Okay.
That's not great. With a 6, as he flies up towards it, kind of hooks his tail on there and has a flawed release and kind of like shoots out a little bit low. Has to kind of like redirect his course. He actually flies towards the second ring backwards, but isn't quite through it.
Okay.
But you do see that first ring, you hear it ding, and it turns red.
All right.
It is Evinrude's turn.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna send Evinrude zipping through that first ring, just like Gligger, but
Okay.
could I don't know if this would work, but like use a wing attack like backward to give him like a little jolt of speed?
Sure. Let's get an attack roll.
Okay.
Let's see how much of a burst of speed he's gonna get.
So just do my like damage roll?
Yeah, just roll damage because you're not trying to hit anything. You're just
Right.
shooting wing
Just-
attack backwards.
Okay. 2.
Okay. I'll say he gets a little bit further, but it is enough to shoot him through ring number 2. So he's like, the ring kind of, it starts like low and then it goes up to like here. So
Okay.
he kind of uses the wing attack to like shoot himself up a little bit and
Okay.
then through.
All right.
And I'll say he's just cresting through ring 2 as Gligger's getting there, and he kind of dives right underneath. But you hear it ding, and the ring turns green. So you've got the second ring.
Okay.
As Gligger flies through the second ring backwards, upset, he hooks his tail on and tries to fling himself back around. He goes for a dirty move.
Dirty move.
Does 14 beat Yanma's armor class?
Yes.
Okay. Yanma takes 3 points of slashing damage. As
What?
Gligger's hooking underneath the ring, he just claws at Yanma.
That's garbage. 3 points, you said?
Mm-hmm. 3 points.
All
Now
right.
to see if Skarmory notices the cheat. Oh, very much so. Very much so. That's a 19. As Gligger kind of like claws at Yanma, you can see one of his wings kind of like flutters awkwardly, and Yanma looks back and gives kind of a dirty look, and you just see the Skarmory eyes just glow red, and it goes and just throws out 3 little steel daggers, and they go right underneath Evinrude, and they're headed like straight for Gligger's face.
Oh, wow. Don't cheat.
2 will miss, 1 will hit. As one of these little like steel flechettes comes in, hits a Gligger just for 1 point of damage, but enough to be like, I'm watching you. And
Okay.
it just hits him like right in the shoulder as he's kind of like, ow, ow. So he's struggling to keep his glide up, and he actually loses a lot of speed and ends his turn just like kind of resting on ring 2. So
Okay.
he didn't do much that round.
So we're through. Are we both through the second ring?
Yes, so
But Yanma's a
he's
little bit
resting
ahead.
on the second ring, and Yanma's like just cresting through ring 3.
Okay. So can I see like where ring 4 is compared to ring 3?
Yes, so ring 3 will be here, ring 4 is going to be about 5 feet above it.
Okay. So I want Evinrude to do a perception check with his eyes, his compound eyes,
Yeah.
to see like the best route to get through 3 and 4 as quickly as he can.
Okay. No, that's a cocked dice, my friend.
18.
Okay. Fantastic. As Evinrude's kind of hovering there for a second, you can see he's got to go down a little ways from where he is and then shoot straight up. But if he keeps on that line, he can go up and then hover like right back down through 5 and 6. Excuse me, I don't know where gravel voice came from. Been talking a lot these last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if he were to kind of shoot up, do a similar like wing attack style, he could get up through ring 3 and 4, and then just let gravity take him through 5 and 6.
Okay, so should I do a wing attack?
That's up to you.
Yeah, why not? We'll do that to try and get up through 4 and set me up for 5 and 6.
Okay.
3.
Perfect. Yeah, as you're just cresting through ring 3 here, ding, and the light turns green. So I'll mark down that you are the first through ring 3 as well. And as you just barely gets enough height to get through ring 4, so you hear it ding, and then as he's just sort of cresting down with gravity, he just rests right through ring 5, and he's like just in front of ring 6.
Okay.
So he's making good time.
Let's go, Evinrude!
As the Gligger, sort of shaking off the initial hit, turns around and sees the Skarmory like a bullet just taking off towards him, and he goes, with just eyes wide, and he just takes off like a shot. He's like, I gotta get out of here. See if he can acrobatics his way out of this one. Not with a 2.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. As he goes to leap out of ring 2, the spot where the like little dagger-like feather hit him is just like not quite working with him, and he starts to dip. As he just like clings on to ring 3 and hooks himself back up through, as he comes face to face with the Skarmory, who just decks him with a wing through the ring. Just whack, bringing him through. That's a big hit. That's a steel wing for 17 that hits, and he will take...
First, I thought you meant 17 damage. I was like, sweet God.
No, just another 2.
Okay.
2 more damage as Gligger's just sort of... He gains momentum from the hit, and it does throw him through ring 3.
Okay.
But he's too low for ring 4 as he starts to fall.
Gotcha.
That brings us back to Evinrude.
Alright. So I'm about to go through 6.
You are about to go through 6, yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna again do the Compound Eyes perception check to see like what the best route to fly would be to get through 6 and 7.
Excellent.
18 again.
That's good. That's real good. Yeah. God, gravel voice, get out of here. As Evinrude is cresting towards ring 6, it's like right off the ground, and the next one's probably like 5-10 feet above it. He sees if he hooks it just right, he should be able to crest up and then glide through the next 2 rings. So if he plays his cards right, he can get through 3 rings on this turn.
Alright.
Which will put him at the required 7.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go for that.
Okay.
Do I have to do like an acrobatics check?
Yes, so that would be acrobatics just to turn fast enough.
Okay.
It's not particularly difficult, but there
What's
is a
the
chance
modifier
for
in that? Is that dex?
That is dex, yes.
Okay. That is a 17.
Very good. As Evinrude is sort of like cresting towards the ground, he just sort of tilts his wings up a little bit and just flies elegantly through ring number 7. Or 6, sorry. Gets through ring 6, and then just crests up. Right through ring 7 and 8.
Nice.
And you hear ding, 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 and you're kind of like, yeah!
Let's go!
Yeah. So it is up to you if you want to basically just finish with style. You've got 4 rings left on your next turn, but you've already won. But it's up to you if you want Evinrude to kind of finish his circuit and land with you.
Yeah, actually, could I take the next turn to do like double team shenanigans?
Yeah.
So I can't move if I do that, but I'm gonna do double team both to confuse the Gligger,
Yeah.
and then send through Yanma through the rings, but like have the double team extras like follow him through, like in the flying V from
Finishing
Mighty
style.
Ducks.
Yeah. Okay.
What do I have to roll for that? I mean, not
that'll be performance, but we'll get to you in a sec.
Okay.
So for now, Gligger's gonna try to launch himself off the ground and try to get through ring 4 as he's very much behind. As of course is tradition for Gligger. He's just really struggling to keep up with a natural flyer. As he tries to sort of pull himself into anything better than a nosedive, he actually does manage to go from falling into a tumble as he flies just around, does a little backflip through ring 4, flies down through 5 and 6. He's sort of following Evinrude's line. He's still behind, but he's coming. So Evinrude now just has basically a slide down through 4 rings. That's all he's got to do.
Alright, so I'm just going to go for that with the double team Yanmas following him. So what do I have to roll for that?
So performance. That'll be a charisma-based check.
Okay, his charisma is garbage, so let's see what happens.
See what he does.
Oh, unnatural 1.
Oh no! As Evinrude's sitting there going like, ha-ha! Making all these little fake Yanmas.
Got too cocky.
The glider looks up and just goes, and just keeps gliding. But you do see the Skarmory is looking at all 3 of the Yanmas and is like, which one? He's in first. I shouldn't attack him, but which one? As he throws just a blast of air towards the glider. Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
How did he live? It's enough to kill him outright.
What did Gligar do to the Skarmory?
He's in last place.
I guess.
You don't want to fall behind.
Yeah, clearly.
As Gligar's flying towards ring 7, he's like, I got this. There's a little breeze behind him, and he's like, I really got this. This is great. And then, like, just blades of air just come through and just spiral him out of control, and he starts to just spin and drop. As he's thrown through ring 8, lands through ring 9, and then plummets into the ground unconscious.
Jeez. But he's now ahead of Evinrude, right?
He is now ahead of Evinrude.
Okay, so I'm going to say enough with the charisma performance shenanigans. Let's just fly through those last rings.
Okay.
Just roll...
That would probably be acrobatics, because he just has to kind of...
Okay.
When to drop down.
10.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's not super difficult, but just in case.
Okay.
As he kind of crests right through, he just goes... And he lands, you kind of hold out your arm, and he just sort of goes...
Sweet.
Right on there.
Let's go, Evinrude.
As Christine walks up to Gligar and just goes, every time. Just pulls him back. She just goes, hey, well done. And I have to retcon something, because I realized I forgot to pay you for Hank's battle.
Ah, touche.
So go back in time like,
yeah.
Mr. Caffeine. You get $11 from Hank.
Oh, dang, okay.
So just imagine that happened, because I forgot.
Okay.
As Christine walks up to you and pulls out her wallet and just goes, hey, really, like, good job. That was a good race.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. She hands you, as she reaches out to shake your hand, you can see there's $16 in it. She just kind of palms it into your hand.
Snap. Oh, snap. Quick math, what am I doing? Quick math, quick math. Okay. I'm horrible at math. Sweet.
Okay. It's all good. Okay. So that's the second challenge done.
Okay, they heal up Yanma from his...
They heal up Yanma
one
from his dirty hit.
Yeah.
As Christine walks away, you see this young kid, probably about your age. He looks really nervous. He just walks in and goes, hey, I'm Gavin. Be your third challenger.
All right, Gavin. What's this challenge look like?
This is an endurance challenge. You only have 2 Pokemon, right?
That is correct.
Okay. That's fine. He goes, we can work with that. He goes, I won't use Mantine for this, I'll use someone different. He goes, go Pidgeotto, let's do this. He throws out a massive Pidgeotto. It almost looks like it could be like a Pidgeot, but it's like, it's just sitting there. It's just huge. Just a beef bus. He goes, your goal for this is to just last a few seconds in the ring with him. That's all you have to do. Should be fine.
All right.
So your win condition for this is either last 5 rounds, without dying, or kill Pidgeotto. Those are your win conditions. There are bonuses for killing Pidgeotto,
Okay.
but it is very difficult to do.
Okay. Let me think about this. So, I'm assuming for endurance and like him asking how many Pokemon I have, I'm using both at some point.
You may use both of them at the same time if you wish.
Okay.
But basically, like, it's kind of like your two dudes against this just massive threat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just how long can they survive?
Okay. And if only one of them makes it through 5 rounds, is that
You've done it.
okay?
You need a body standing at the end of the 5 rounds.
All right. So Bentley's gonna grab both of his Pokeballs off his belt and just chuck them in simultaneously,
Okay.
sending out Mortar and Evinrude.
Okay. We'll use this for. So Evinrude's gonna start us off. You've got this massive Pidgeotto in front of you, just enormous. Like you've seen, like Toby's Pidgeotto. You've seen Bronwyn's Pidgeotto. This thing's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is nothing compared to the Pidgeottos you've seen in Ambercrag.
Right.
This thing is massive.
So can I use like a dash in addition to double team, or double team is like that's all I can do? I can't move. Like
Yeah,
just
double
sit there.
team is like I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
You're not gonna hit me. I hope.
So I'm just gonna tell Yanma to set up a double team. So he'll do that
Okay.
on his turn.
All right. As Evinrude just sort of sits there and like 3, 4, 5, 7 little Yanmas are sort of flickering around him as he's just sort of floating there like, oh no, what have you done to me?
Yeah.
That brings us to Pidge, who just looks towards Mortar, looks towards all 7 Evinrudes, and just launches a slash of air towards all the Evinrudes.
Okay.
So his attack is a disadvantage.
Uh-huh.
That is an 11 to hit.
That does not.
Okay. As the air slash just obliterates 2 of the images, they kind of flicker in half and then pull back together. And then Pidgeotto just looks at him like
Totally.
just furious, but like very silent.
So did the Pidgeotto move, or it just stayed
Just
steady?
Just stayed there.
Okay. I'm gonna have Mortar close the gap. How far can I move?
You can move 6 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna like have him kind of move diagonally to get into the line of sight of Evinrude,
Okay.
and then go for a Mach Punch
Excellent.
with a 7.
A 7.
Yeah.
Okay. As Mortar comes in with just this little arm, going for that big punch. Excuse me. Pidgeotto just sort of goes like right above, and Mortar's like kind of tumbles back from the gust. Just like, what the heck? This thing is huge.
Yeah.
That is round 1 then. You're doing great. You're doing great. It's Evinrude's turn.
Or is it now Mortar's because I used Mach Punch, or does Mach Punch have to hit?
Mach Punch has to hit.
It has to hit? Okay.
Has to hit.
Shit. Alright, Evinrude's turn.
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, again, going to use double team with Yanma.
Okay. Okay. It's probably a good strat.
Yeah.
Just have him sit there and...
Yeah, I mean, he's still far enough away. Like, I would dash, but let's just go with double team for now.
Okay. Yeah, with the 7 illusory copies of him, he's just sort of hovering there. Okay. With Mortar being so close, he's going to go for an aerial ace. With a natural 1.
Oh, love that.
Oh!
A move that can never miss.
With
misses.
that natural 1. As he comes in, his wing is just like too large and he can't quite get the angle on it, and Mortar's just like, yeah, I'm up close to you, what are you gonna do?
Nice.
As the Pidgeotto just can't even get enough space to start the attack, just sort of sits there uncomfortably.
Okay.
That's good, you're doing great, man.
So
Doing
Mortar
great.
again, gonna fire back with a Mach Punch.
Okay.
After that failed aerial ace, which I didn't even think was possible.
Get him.
Oh wow, 23.
23 hits.
Yeah, it does.
Get him.
Oh, for 7 damage. Let's
7
go.
damage. Get him.
Let's go, Mortar!
Okay. As Mortar comes in real strong this time with a whack. Just a quick punch. You watch, he's like faster on his feet now. He's like ready to go. He
Sweet.
looks like a little boxer as
Nice.
he's rolling in. That brings us to
Mortar.
back to Evinrude, because it'll go Evinrude, Mortar, Pidge. It just moves him up one tick.
Oh, okay.
So he's got to like climb the ladder.
Okay, so can I just still keep double team and then dodge backward?
Yeah.
Okay, so with all the fake Yanmas along with Yanma, they all kind of like jolt backwards at the same time and just
Okay.
move like
Perfect.
5-ish
Sort of
feet.
shimmer backwards.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now that brings us to Mortar.
Okay. So Mortar's gonna follow up that aerial ace dodge plus Mach Punch with a fire punch
Excellent.
with a 7.
Oh.
Dang it, Mortar!
Not quite enough.
It's awful, great, awful.
Yeah. He's just bouncing up and down.
Yeah.
It's so sad, but it's okay because you're still doing great. You're still alive, which is huge. As Mortar goes in for a big fire punch, he watches the Pidgeotto just once again just one big gust and actually like dispenses the flame out of his arm.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just kind of like it's lit up and it just dissipates.
Not great.
That brings us to the Pidgeotto, who will go for an aerial ace on Mortar. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god, no.
Same thing, just 1 to a 20. There's no in between on this thing.
Unbelievable.
That is 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
However, flame body
Yeah, but
will
still.
activate, but that is a big hit.
16, you said?
16.
Oh my god.
That is a big hit.
Yeah, well, it was clearly pissed that it missed the first one. Takes 4 from Flame Body, though.
Oh, that's so good. Okay.
That tends to be what happens. The big hits return a lot of Flame Body.
Yeah, which is great. I love it. Okay. So that's the end of round 3. Top of the round is Evinrude.
Okay, again, same thing, just gonna keep that double team active and dodge back another 5 feet.
Okay. Excellent.
I can't be pushed out, right? That's not a
Yeah,
thing.
there's no ring outs.
Okay, cool.
The arena's so big.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Mortar.
Yeah, let's fire back with
Just
another
crit.
attempt at a fire punch. Just
Crit him.
lights up that big arm again, trying for it.
Get him.
10.
10. Oh, he's just not quite there.
No.
As he leaps up with another big punch, he's just like, you can see he's like physically weakened by just
Yeah.
that massive hit he took. And he's not quite able to like get up there with any kind of force. The arm makes contact, it just doesn't quite do much. Dang it. You're so close. All right. Brings us to the Pidgeotto, who just looks down with another aerial ace. That's not good. It's a 12.
That just misses.
Oh,
my
let's
God.
go.
Woo!
Let's go, Mortar.
Woo!
As Mortar's still quick on his feet, just sort of jumps back and then kind of like holds his ribs in a little bit and is like, ow, ow, ow. And steadies himself with that firearm. So he's like, all right, I'm ready.
Stick with it, buddy.
I'm ready. All right, that brings us to Evinrude.
So nothing I have has like range, right? It's wing attack and bug bite. I think both of those are up close and personal.
Yeah,
Okay.
for both of those you'd want to get up close.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep double team active.
Perfect.
That's all I can really do.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice,
Yeah, that's
for
fair.
being honest.
Mm-hmm. Now it's Mortar.
It is Mortar's turn now.
Okay.
Evinrude's just floating there, keeping up those duplicates.
Okay. I'm gonna go for another Mach Punch with Mortar since that was the attack that seemed to work.
Okay.
Fire Punch is just not doing it for him, and Mach Punch is a little more dexterous for a 17.
17 hits.
Sweet. For 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. One more good hit. Here we are. As Mortar comes in, kind of doing the little fancy feet thing, kind of holding himself together. Just
Yeah.
whack with that little arm. Just boom. Good hit right into the Pidgeotto's chest. And that brings us to the top of the round. Or no, that's
Now it
it's
goes to
Pidgeotto.
Pidgeotto last.
Because I just put arrows instead of rewriting
Yeah.
initiative. It's
Okay.
a horrible idea. All right, it's going to be one more aerial ace coming in towards Mortar. That is a 17 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh god.
for 11 points of bludgeoning.
Very, 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 very dead.
Oh no!
Very dead.
As Mortar tumbles backwards, go ahead and roll Flame Body.
Yeah. From the grave! 3.
3. It's a good hit. Alright, you are in the final round that you need to survive.
Okay.
I
Come
will
on,
let you know
Evan
that
Rude.
much. You have made it through 5 rounds. You just have to make it to the beginning of round 6.
Okay.
You just have to live this turn.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's Evan Rude's turn.
Okay, so can I add a dodge on top of double team?
They do the same thing.
So they won't stack?
They don't stack.
Okay, then yeah, just
sit there
Just-
and...
bide my time with double team.
Oh boy. Okay. It's at this point the Pidgeotto just sort of closes that gap very quickly.
All the way
Alarming
up.
for its size. Yes. He's all the way up. He's going to go in for an aerial ace at disadvantage. It's a natural 1 and a 13.
And the 13
So-
just hits.
But he's at disadvantage.
Oh, a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, shenanigans.
As he comes in to strike, he just obliterates one of the fake Yanmas. As another one just appears to fill its spot, and it just looks furious. At which point, Gavin just goes, "You did it. Good job. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
I like your Yanma."
I do too. Without him, I don't know if we would have won that.
As he goes, 16. He goes, "Yeah, I'm kind of running out of money, but here you go." And he hands you $16.
Sweet. Just rolling in cash.
Rolling.
I'm up to 100.
Yes.
That's wild. Sweet.
Time for some, as the observation chamber that's been held up above you this entire time begins to lower. You can see the Skarmory sort of perched on top. God. And as it lowers all the way down, the Skarmory sort of dismounts and bows its head deeply as Karliah and Chatot step out of the chamber.
Sweet.
As the Chatot just says, "Hello, Bentley. It's so good to see you again."
It's good to see you too. This has been quite challenging, but I think I'm ready for the gym battle.
He's like, "Excellent. So are we. You may use up to 2 of your Pokemon, but we will use the same amount."
All right, let's do 2 Pokemon then. Are we doing a double battle or single battle?
Double battle.
All right.
Now then, we will allow you to pick your opponents. You have the option of the Skarmory, who you've met before, a Noctowl, and a Xatu. She says, "I presume you are familiar with all 3.
Yeah. Noctowl actually is one of my favorites, so I'm gonna pick to battle against Noctowl. If
Excellent
that's all right.
choice.
And I like a challenge, so I'm gonna also pick to battle against Skarmory, if that's all right.
Okay." He goes, "That's perfectly fine."
I'm gonna regret that. Oh boy.
Okay. Noctowl and Skarmory versus Mortar and Evinrude.
Yep.
Here we go, buddy. As Karliah just looks at you and nods, throws out Skarmory and Noctowl. Top of the round for us
Okay.
will be Evinrude.
Evinrude, I want you to dart into Noctowl and use a wing attack.
Perfect.
So we'll just... How many moves do I get?
You will be able to get there. Evinrude is fast. You can move 8 squares.
Gotcha. So boom, and then wing attack. 21.
21 hits.
And that is 7 damage. Let's go.
Strong start. Strong start from the Evinrude. As he closes that gap and just wings all 4 of his little buggy wings together. You watch as the air itself just sort of like cuts into a slash and just like buffets into this Noctowl.
Nice.
Nice. That brings us to Mortar.
Okay. So Mortar is going to go up and around to the right side of Evinrude and go for a fire punch on the Noctowl.
He is considered flanking. So
Okay.
you have advantage on your attack rolls.
Oh, sweet. That's a 17 And a 21.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, yeah, let's go! 12 damage.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That big flank!
That big flank.
Teaming up!
As Mortar runs up along the side, he slides in on the Mach Punch arm and just wings the Fire Punch around for like one big hit to the side of this Noctowl. It was like, whoa! Alright. For Noctowl's turn, he just stares down into all of Evinrude's eyes. I need Evinrude to make a wisdom daving throw, because that's what it says on this card. You have to make a wisdom dave.
A wisdom Dave, got it.
Make a wisdom dave.
That is a 12.
Okay. This will be interesting. As Evinrude stares into the Noctowl's eyes, he just sort of
Dang it.
falls asleep.
No!
He is a sleepy boy.
Oh, God. Alright.
As Skarmory closes the gap,
Okay. To where? In front of...
he's headed towards Evinrude.
Okay.
As he gets there, he's going to go for a Steel Wing. It's a big hit. That is an unnatural 20.
That will definitely hit.
For 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
On the low rolls. That's okay. That is okay.
Okay. So is it
That brings
Yama's
us to,
turn?
yes.
So-
Evinrude's turn, but he took damage, so he is awake.
Okay.
Basically, it just gives him advantage on the attack. But he is awake now.
Cool. He's gonna go for double team first.
Okay.
Upon waking up, just in a start, just starts doubling himself.
Excellent.
And then we'll go for... Let's go for a bug bite on Skarmory.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, about time I got one of those. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 damage.
12. That's huge.
Let's go.
You watch as in one fell swoop, as Evinrude just sinks his little bug teeth into the underside of Skarmory's wing, trying to go for anywhere that's sort of soft and fleshy. You watch as some of the armor plating that's on the Skarmory just starts to buckle and shed. It's
Nice.
and he drops 2 layers of armor plating onto the floor with 2 just massive thuds.
Let's go, Evinrude. Let's go. So clutch.
He's so good. All right, Mr. Mortar.
All right. Still flanking Noctowl.
Yes.
He's gonna go for Fire Punch, still at advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a 23 and a 17.
Very good.
Okay. That's 5 damage.
5 damage.
Not great, but what can you do?
It's okay. They can't all be super crits.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay. As Mortar comes in with that Fire Punch, just striking into the same spot on that Noctowl. He's just drilling a hole almost. Just pounding into this thing. The Noctowl just looks down furious and goes for an Aerial Ace. That is a 13 to hit.
That exactly hits. That's on mortar?
Yes.
Not that it matters, but yeah. Okay.
For 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
It's a big hit.
Indeed.
But
6
Flame
points,
Body.
you said?
Yes. 6
Yep.
points and then Flame Body onto Noctowl.
Yep.
Get that 4.
Ah, 1.
Oh, dang it.
Dang it.
Okay. As the Noctowl just sort of whacks into Mortar, he watches some of the feathers on the edge of its wings start to singe away. And he's like, ah! No! No! Skarmory, on the other hand, is looking much faster than it just was. It's kind of like bobbing with that reduced weight. It's like, alright, cool.
Oh, okay.
Good.
That's interesting.
And he's coming in for a Steel Wing. That is a 15 to hit on Evinrude.
That will hit.
Okay. That's a big hit. That is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Into the Evinrude.
That's not good.
That is a big, big hit. Okay. He watches it's just like kind of light on its feet and it's ready to go. Just whack, and the wing just comes in
disadvantage because of double team.
Disadvantage.
Whew! Glad I saved that.
That's higher.
Oh, okay. Well, doesn't matter.
It went from a 15 to a 23.
Jeez. Okay. Well,
That's
I
all right.
tried.
That's all right. Good to remember.
Yeah.
Good to remember.
Okay.
It's good practice. So one of these times it'll happen and it'll work.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, that brings us to Evinrude.
Okay,
Who's just
Evinrude.
been struck.
Yeah, again is going to go for double team and then follow up the bug bite from hell with another bug bite on
Get him.
Skarmory,
Get
having
him.
just knocked off that armor. Oh boy, that's a 7.
Okay, even with the lowered AC, not quite enough.
Dang it.
As he just sort of goes in for a bite, the Skarmory's just like, "Ah," and he kind of recoils. He's like, bro, what is that?
Not good.
All right, Mr. Mortar.
Alrighty. Hold on a second. Alright, yeah, still flanking Noctowl.
Still flanking Noctowl.
Okay, if I were to swap positions here, can I do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you can move through a friendly unit, and they're both considered like small creatures, so you can basically just...
Okay, so I'm gonna have Mortar move and like get in the way of Evinrude, so he can now like take the brunt of Skarmory's attacks.
Okay.
And is this still considered flanking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna go for yet another fire punch on Noctowl.
Okay.
This is 23 and a 15.
23 hits.
Okay. For 9 damage.
9. It's a big hit. As Mortar kind of like interposes himself between Skarmory and Evinrude, just kind of pushing Evinrude out of the way. He's like, I got this. I'll take a hit for you.
Yeah.
Running in just one more big punch, this time from the front of Noctowl, who's kind of been watching this and just like, whack. One more like big exhale. He's kind of like getting the wind knocked out of himself. He's going to go in for a Foresight. So he just stares down at Mortar,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes just glow like a brilliant purple.
Jeez.
Just like staring downwards. Skarmory is going to do something similar, where it just sheds off another layer of armor. He
Okay.
watches it just looks even faster on its feet. It just looks excited. Looks like it's getting ready to go. Brings us to Evinrude.
Alright, Evinrude is again gonna go for a double team and then he'll go for a wing attack on Noctowl.
Okay.
Now is he also at advantage? Or is he... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. That was terrible.
There you go.
Unnatural 20
Yeah.
for 4 damage.
Nice. I need Noctowl to make a Constitution saving throw. He is able to maintain his Foresight.
Dang it.
Almost dropped it. He only beat that by 6. That was close.
Only beat it by 6, it was
Yeah.
close.
Could have been worse.
I guess.
Alrighty. So that is Evinrude's turn. He's sort of like whacks into Noctowl, who is not looking good at all
Okay.
at this point. Barely standing. That brings us to Mortar.
Okay, Mortar is gonna go for a fire punch on Skarmory.
Okay.
21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. big
5
one.
damage.
5 damage.
Dang it.
Okay. As Mortar comes in with the fire punch onto Skarmory, he starts like melting into the torso plate. And it's like sort of searing it off, and the Skarmory just looks at him and just shakes and just falls off. And the plate just like leaves with Mortar's hand, and he's a little horrified for a second. He's like,
Jeez.
What? And just kind of shakes it off. The massive metal plating. That brings us to Noctowl, who has advantage on his attack.
Oh boy, that's not good.
He's coming in towards Mortar. That is a 22.
That will definitely hit. What attack is he using?
He's using Aerial Ace
Okay.
for 3 points of damage.
Okay, and then he'll take 4 points from Flame Body.
Oh, you mean he'll die from flame
Let's
body?
go!
That's so good.
3 points, he said?
Yes.
Okay.
So you take 3, he takes 4, and then Noctowl goes down.
Nice.
Get out of here! Get out, Noctowl. You're nothing. You're trash. Okay. That brings us to the Skarmory's turn. He's just looking real fast. He also has advantage on his attack roll from his last turn.
Okay.
So he's going for a Steel Wing.
On Mortar?
On Mortar. That is a lot to hit. That is over 20. Math, that is a 22.
Definitely hit.
That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage to
Okay.
Mr. Mortar. And then it's a flame body.
Yep.
Get it. Get it.
3 points.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. Top of the round brings us to Evinrude.
Alright, so Evinrude is going to go up, just fly over the fainted Noctowl and flank Skarmory and
Okay.
go for yet another bug bite.
Get him.
So advantage?
Advantage, yes.
Okay. 21
Yeah,
and 21.
that'll do.
Okay. 2d4. 1. 4 damage total.
4 damage total. Okay. You watch as once again another layer of armor plating falls off, but the layer underneath is like sharper. The talons are sharper. There's like blades on the wings. You can see he's kind of geared up for battle at this point.
Okay.
That brings us to Mortar.
Yeah, Mortar's just gonna go for a fire punch.
Get him.
So does this also count as flanked?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Mhm.
Oh, natural 20!
Oh,
let's
let's
go!
go!
I'm
Get
not
that
even gonna
big
roll
hit.
the next one.
Get that big damage.
Alright, come
That big
on,
damage.
Mortar. Fire it
Get
up,
that
buddy!
10. Get that 10.
Oh, 22.
22.
Yeah, 11 on the
Oh
roll.
my god.
Doubled.
You want to know something?
What?
You left him with 2 hit points.
Oh, come on!
He was looking so strong and is no longer looking strong at all. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Let's go,
22.
Mortar!
As Mortar sees his opportunity right in between the like plate change, he just whack! Just right in sight, and you hear Skarmory just go.
Shouldn't have shed all that armor, buddy.
Nope. Wouldn't have helped him though. That nat 20.
Yeah, when you roll
22
crit.
damage.
Let's go!
Oh my god.
Ah.
Alright, it is Skarmory's turn. He's gonna go for a Steel Wing. As once per battle, he can heal the damage that he does with Steel Wing.
Okay, so who's he doing that on? Oh, wow.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Natural one.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's so good.
He
That's
just
so good.
took too much from the fire
he took
punch.
too much. He can't quite pull himself together. As he goes in for a Steel Wing towards Mortar, his wing just kind of like falls limp.
Gotcha.
He's barely holding himself together. You got Evinrude.
Okay, Evinrude is going to double team and then go for a bug bite.
Get him.
So that was not good.
Oh no.
And that was about as bad, so he misses.
How'd you do?
It was a 6.
Oh yeah, okay. Because his armor class is going down
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time,
but no.
not to a 6.
No, I imagine not.
Alright, Mortar.
Okay.
You got this, buddy.
After Evinrude just whiffs on the bug bite, Mortar is going to go for another fire punch. 17 and 16.
Excellent. Get that damage.
11.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go!
How do you want to do this?
So Evinrude, after he goes in for the bug bite and misses, Mortar will jump into his place with the smaller arm, go and shield Evinrude around his back as he's winding up a big fire punch with the opposite arm,
Perfect.
and then just socks Skarmory with a big haymaker right to the beak.
Alright. As the fist makes contact with the beak, you watch as Skarmory just flies off its feet and just lands in a heap of metal. There's like armor plating all over the field right now. Excellent work, sir.
Thank you.
As Karliah and Chatot come out and recall both the downed Pokemon. Chatot walks up to you and goes, "I'm so glad to see that you've learned so much in so short a time."
Well, thank you very much. It was probably partly due to your training, but I'm really proud of Mortar and Evinrude. They did a great job.
Because I wouldn't have put it better myself. I have something for you. He climbs down and pulls out Karliah's wallet, flicks it open, holds it with one little claw, and just reaches through and goes, "Here you go." He hands you $100.
What? Holy shenanigans. Wow. Alright. That's insane.
He goes, "Oh, I have something more than money." And he closes the wallet, puts it away. He sort of like claws over to the other pocket, just pulls out this little badge case, flicks it open, grabs one little badge, and he holds it up to you. And it's two silvered wings with little red feather inlays and a brass beak,
Sick.
glowing like golden eyes. And he goes, "This is the Baron badge, and it is yours now."
Let's go. Thank you so much. This is awesome.
He goes, "Thank you for the lovely battle."
Yeah, thank you. That was great.
He goes, "You've raised your Pokemon very well. I'm thrilled to see where you're going to go."
Thank you. Appreciate that. I was a little nervous battling against Skarmory, but we made it happen.
It's like, yeah, not many people choose to fight Skarmory. That was brave.
Yeah, I would agree. Sweet. Let's go. The Baron badge, you said?
The Baron badge.
Sick.
As Karliah turns to leave, the Chatot goes, "Oh, I guess we're leaving now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Woods."
Goodbye. Nice battling you. I hope maybe one day we can battle again.
It's like, "I would love to." As Karliah is just walking towards the observation chamber, he's like, "Wait."
Sweet.
As the bouncer kind of opens the door, hearing that the chaos is sort of quieted, he just looks at you and just goes,
Alright, so I'll walk back to Sir Bouncer.
"All right." With the door closed, he goes, "That was a great battle. Way to go, kid."
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
He kind of opens it and he goes, "No, remember."
Yeah. I
He
know.
holds the door open to you, and for the first time, he doesn't clap a hand over your mouth as you're kind of just like, "Buddy." And he just looks at Phoebe and he goes, "Last but not least." She just goes, "Okay." And that's where we'll call it.
Sweet.
You did it, buddy.
And so concludes our third gym challenge. Bentley was successful on his attempt. Will the last of our heroes join him in success?